Good. Like I don't know
I
what
think
happened.
so. Yeah, it works.
Yodel.
Um,
Nathan.
I don't know what's going to happen here. Oh, okay, we are live.
We
We
are
are.
live.
I have never actually done this on Facebook where we get to go like two people live on Facebook. Very quickly, what up, KWRC? This is obviously here with the lovely Melissa Taylor. We're just going to talk about family reunion and share some experiences. And like, I want to rewind because like just off camera, we were having a conversation about family reunion and kind of go back on that. Like, I really want to start off with that. It's not Stevie. Start off with that. You couldn't afford to go conversation. Let's start there.
Oh,
So, tell me, very first time you went, how did this come together?
I love when we start with my weaknesses. Awesome. Yeah, no.
Okay,
So
that's like
I
10 years
joined like
ago,
right.
you were 19,
Hey,
so we get it, right? So,
yeah.
yeah.
So no, it was good. I could not afford to go to family reunion. I'm like, are you freaking kidding? I got to pay my airfare. I got to do all that. There is no way. I can't rub two pennies. And it was actually Lori Rumley. Shout out to my girl, who was like, yes, you are. Now I am very, very persuadable. So I was like, she did, kind of say that we'd get together after the seminars. So I did. But I'm telling you, it changed. I was just telling Nathan on the back of my shirt, because you get to order these funky shirts. Look at, I'm all dressed up, ready to go. And I put Taylor Team on the back. I was not a team. I was a single agent. I didn't have a pot to piss in, but I put Taylor Team. And it was when I got back from family reunion that July is when we started the team. So it was crazy. But I was dumbfounded. I think I pulled all-nighters like they did on The Hangover when I went to family reunion, minus all the shenanigans. Well, minus some of them. It was so important. We were talking yesterday on something you guys were doing. Oh, I think it was at the ALC meeting, to be honest, but talking about, having those new agents get acquainted and make relationships with those producers. I was that person, and I went on their coattails. Like, thank you, Paul Ireland, Wayne Clements, Marvin, Wayne, everybody. And I just followed them around like a little puppy when we went bar hopping. But that's where the conversations all happened.
Love it.
So like the seminars were phenomenal, but the icing on the cake was the afterwards and mingling with all of the people, all of the agents that are producing, sharing ideas, getting their energy, creating referral partners. Like it literally was like a realtor's Vegas, but it would
So,
have been awesome if we were in Vegas.
yeah, did you go to the Vegas one? Yeah, that's a lot of oxygen they pump in those casinos. Anyways, I want to rewind here for a second because you could barely rub two pennies together, right? And you scrape by
Mm.
it. And for the record, I can relate to that because that was like my first family reunion. It was like barely could afford to go. Now, let's say that cost you like 4 grand, maybe. But you can do
Yeah.
family reunion for like 3 grand if you do like nothing. But let's say it costs you like 4 grand. Okay, how how much of business in that year would have you attributed to what you learned from family reunion? Like
Oh,
as an investment in yourself, like how much? What was the return on investment?
it
Ballpark.
it literally like it pivoted my entire business, my entire mainstay. I wouldn't be where I am. So long term, more than 100%. That year, I mean, probably 80%, 75 to 80% of my business changed and improved simply from what I learned, not only what I learned, but that was key, and who I was rubbing shoulders with, and the ideas and the connections that I made, like literally invaluable. I look now at who's going to family reunion, and I want like the exact same people to go. It was so much fun, and it'll be a different experience this year. And I'm excited to meet new people and have new experiences. But that's how much it affected my business. Like
So
it wasn't even the same.
okay, so could you even quantify that? Like just a ballpark quantified dollar amount. So because here's what I'm getting to, just so you know I'm getting to. If I were to
Okay.
invest we just had a cryptocurrency mastermind. So if I was to
Okay.
invest 4,000 or even $5,000 into Bitcoin today, and by the year it doubles or even triples in value. Let's say it triples in value, then I'll have a return of 10,000 or $15,000. 15,000 is triple in value, right? So if I
Mm-hmm.
invest 5 grand into Bitcoin and it triples its value, I get 15,000 back. You invested 4 or 5 grand into yourself. Could you
Okay.
quantify financially what that return looked like?
Yeah, I can tell you exactly because I was a capper, right? I was the floating capper. I would cap and then I'd relax and lay in the sun, and then I'd cap and relax because that to me was, oh, we just got a cap, and that's kind of what I did. After I made, so I was making what, 100,000. So then that very first year after it, I made 175K just from that first
Okay.
year.
So as a number, I'm really hoping our audience grasps this. As a number, it's like investing into anything for financial wealth and growth. That $5,000 investment reaped a $75,000 profit reward. That's pretty damn good returns. I don't even think you're getting that if you invested in Bitcoin ages ago. So, okay, there's a lot of people who can't make it in person. Like we talked about the in person, the relationships are invaluable. Would you still recommend, though, if someone's not comfortable this year, to sign up online for $150, getting access to all the courses and getting recordings of all the courses?
It's like insane. Like I can't believe that is the price. But what I would encourage them, honestly, like if you're not signing up for family reunion at $150, you really have to ask yourself if your goal is to make it in real estate. Is your goal to be the absolute best agent that you can be? Is your goal to service as many families as you say you're going to? Because the value you get for 150, you will not find anywhere else. If you sign up, but I challenge everybody, if you're not going in person and having all the fun, which I do recommend, but if you're not, and you sign up and you get nothing, then they can personally call me. Personally call me, and we'll find the nugget, because there is no way you can't. This is a gift. Pre-COVID, this wouldn't happen. Like it wasn't an option. You couldn't even do that. You had to pay 4K, or you were left out. They are being so inclusive right now. Literally, do not let this pass you by. You may not even know that you're going to regret it, and I'll be sad for you, because everyone else will be excelling and you won't know what you missed. And I can't recommend it highly enough.
That's awesome. All right, guys. So we're coming up to 7-8 minutes. I try to keep these to 5, and obviously we're going to break that from time to time. Thank you so much for sharing your experience, Melissa. This has just been it's phenomenal, because I can share how it changed my career and my business, and what that investment looks like. And I love to hear it from top agents that were. I just want to recap this really quickly. You were capping before family reunion. So capping is 60 to 100 grand a year. That is capping. Family reunion launched in 1 year, 75 grand, and then to what you are doing today, which is I don't want to give exact numbers. Let's just go boatloads more. Is boatloads okay? Cruise ship? Yeah, okay. So please take it to heart, guys. We'd love to see you in person. If you have any conversations or fears around the COVID scenario down there, or what's going on with protection-wise, please reach out to me direct. I'm more than happy to help explain a lot of that and what they're doing. And having said that, if you are not comfortable, I fully get it. You don't want to be stuck in Florida, which would be like the worst thing in the world. But you don't want to be stuck in Florida. Then please, I highly recommend the online. We'll mastermind and create groups when we get back. Cool.
100%. I'm excited.
Thanks again, Melissa. All right.
Yeah.
I'll talk with you all soon. Have a good one.
Okay, bye.